Namaste. Hope all are doing fine. Welcome to another edition of Subhu's Launch Talk. Today, I'm going to talk about what one needs to do to get what one wants. I say again, what one needs to do to get what one wants. Now, what does it mean? We have we have different wants, desires, and how do we go about pursuing that want and winning it or gaining it. I'm going to give you a mnemonic. What is a mnemonic? Mnemonic is a set of letters, and each letter gives a clue. Each letter gives a clue. So, the mnemonic that I am going to talk about in this episode to get what one wants is a simple word called ask. ASK. पूछो तो सही. Ask. Now, how do I ask? Whom should I ask? And what is it that I have to ask? So, let's go one by one. Ask is spelled as A, S, and K. So, if you remember A, S, and K, you will get a clue of how you can get what you want in the real world. We are not magicians or we are not yogis that we can manifest something by just thinking. We don't have a magic lamp. We don't have an Aladdin ka magic lamp that you say something and it will happen. We don't have a Midas touch that you touch something and it will become gold. There is an effort involved to get what you want. And that what goes into that effort is within this mnemonic called ASK, ask. The word ASK itself is self-explanatory. Like what you want, you ask. But let's go a little bit deeper into that ask. What is that ask made of? So the first letter in ask is A. A is equal to aim. First you aim what you want. When you aim what you want, you bring your attention to that particular want. For example, if you want to buy Louis Philippe, first aim to buy that Louis Philippe shirt. Louis Philippe is a well-known brand name for shirts. So aim to buy that Louis Philippe shirt. Now once you aim, you bring your attention to that particular shirt. Louis Philippe, I want Louis Philippe shirt. The next, what do? S is for seek. Seek. What is seek? You seek answers to your questions. Now, how do you seek answers to your questions? You look into Amazon, seek what are the shirts available. you go to the market, seek for the store that sells Louis Philippe. So you seek information, you seek details, you seek the from where you can get that Louis Philippe shirt. So to get what you want, ask, and within that ask, A is aim and bring attention to that want. S is seek from any quarters possible. Even you can ask a friend, from where did you buy your Louis Philippe shirt? From where can I get a good bargain? From where I can get good designs? Ask, seek, seek answers. And then K is for knock. Only when you knock, the doors will open. You the doors remain closed and you want that door to open, it will not open by itself. You have to keep knocking. So only when you knock, the doors open. So remember that whatever you want, you will get if you remember to ask. A S K. A for attention, A for aim, S for seek, and K for knock. So for example, you want to get an admission in foreign university. What do? First, bring attention to the subject of admission you want in the foreign university. Say for example, you want to do PhD in mechanical engineering. A. Seek. Then you find which are the universities that can give you the courses that fulfills your wants of getting PhD. Maybe guide, maybe the subjects, maybe the the, the mode of teaching, maybe even scholarships. You seek, and K, you knock. It is not you just start sending letters. You start corresponding. You start corresponding with that university, saying that I am interested in this course. How do I go about it? You keep knocking at most or uh, the universities where they give this course, and when you knock, you will find some door opening. So it's very simple in any aspect of life. If you want something, you can't just keep that want in your mind and then hope that it will come before you. It will just manifest before you. Nothing in this world manifests by itself. You can manifest it. You say you can manifest it by doing something, and that doing something is called ask. Sometimes the reply may you when you ask, when you bring attention, when you aim, when you seek, when you knock, sometimes the doors may not open, sometimes you may not, the things may not work, but thinking that the doors will not open, you don't stop asking. Try to understand this. Thinking that I will not get this, I will not get admission in this college, I will not get this job, I will not get the salary increase I want, I will not get a friend to do help for you. If you keep thinking that the doors will not open. It will always be latched. It will never open. On the other hand, if you think, let me at least knock, and my job is only to knock, keep knocking. As you keep knocking, one fine day, the doors may open. Hence, whenever you are looking for an opportunity, whenever you are looking to do something, looking, for example, uh, you want to market a product and you want to go to a country where you have never gone, what do you do? I will tell you a small example. There was this salesman who was sent to Africa to market shoes. So he was told, you go to Africa, meet the people there, go to different markets, and please give us a report on what will be the demand for shoes in that country. So the first salesman went to Africa. He went all around, and he gave a report saying that it is useless to think of Africa as a market for footwear. It is not possible to sell shoes in Africa. So when the head office asked why, the salesman said, I couldn't see anybody wearing shoes in Africa. Hence, I conclude that when nobody is wearing shoes in Africa, there is zero demand for shoes in Africa. This was his report. The head office sent some senior person, another person, to the same country. Go to Africa and let us know whether we can do business in shoes. The second salesman went to Africa, but he came with a very different answer. He came up with an answer saying that please send immediately 2 containers of shoes to Africa. The HO got totally baffled. The first one said there is no demand for shoes in Africa, and hence it is not worth looking at this market for shoes. The second person is saying please send 2 containers of shoes. So they wanted to confirm whether what he is he saying with all information, and why is he saying that send 2 containers. So the other person replies, I have seen all people in Africa having no shoes. They are not wearing shoes. Hence, please send 2 containers of shoes because all these people will require shoes. So, what is the difference between the two? The first guy didn't ask there, and in that he didn't look into the aspect of knock. He didn't knock the doors. He felt the doors is shut. Nobody is wearing shoes, so the doors will never open. Whereas the other guy, he says, since they are not wearing shoes, we can keep knocking the door and make people wear shoes. So the same aspect happens in every aspect of our life, or in every aspect of our life journey, whether it is studies, whether it is career, whether it is the moving forward in grahastha, and again, every time, whatever you want, instead of keeping it in your mind, ask. Ask whatever you want. And in that ask, remember ASK. A is for aim, bring attention to what you want. Seek information, seek answers, seek people, seek where you can where you can find what you want. And the most important thing is K, keep knocking the doors. And when you keep knocking the doors, at least you are creating a chance that the door will open one day. So with that, I come to the end of this video with a tip that you can get whatever you want if you follow ask. For example, you want a mobile from your daddy, and you don't talk about it to him, and you will say, dad will never respond to my asking mobile. But try ask the dad, I want a mobile. You have knocked the door, and when you have knocked the door, you will understand the mobile has manifested before you the next day. Your dad has bought a mobile and given it to you. The moral of the story is, if you ask, you get. If you don't ask, you don't get. Similar to, you go to an hotel, the waiter will not know what you want. The first thing you will have to do after sitting in the hotel is, you can't tell the waiter, why, you don't know, I have come here to eat. So what are you looking at me? Give me something. The waiter will not know for what are you telling. You will have to ask. Get one item, aim at one item, bring attention to it, seek whether they have it or not, whether the hotel is has uh, has the item in kitchen or in stock, and then knock. Please send that item. I want pizza. I want hot coffee. I want coriander soup. And then only you can bring. You have knocked the doors are open, and then only the coriander soup, the pizza will manifest before you. So remember the Guru mantra of ask to get whatever you want. There are many times we don't ask, and time flies, and after a long time you wonder, that day I should have asked, and then you regret that at the right time you suppressed yourself by not asking. It is better to ask and better to keep knocking than assume that the door will never open. So I conclude by saying, ask what you want, So you'll ask me, sir, what do you want? What do I want? Let me now ask you all to like, subscribe, give your comments, share, so that this video reaches to more people, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Till we meet again, goodbye and take care.